subscribe. Darling Radio. Like and subscribe.
Lord. Giovanni, hop on.
Yo, can you hear me?
What's going on? Are you Colombian? Is it Colombia? Right?
No, I'm Puerto Rican.
You're not Puerto Rican. You're a different language every time you call. You're Puerto Rican, Colombian.
No, wait, when did I last call?
You called before Giovanni, right?
No, I said I was Puerto Rican. I never said I was Colombian. That was a different person.
Okay, is that another Giovanni? It must be.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Okay. I got you mistaken for another Giovanni. I hate to say, but some of y'all do look alike a little bit, low key. Not all of you. I hate to be stereotyping people, but yeah, you kind of look like the other Giovanni. But you're Puerto Rican. You're in New York.
No, I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay, so what's on your mind, man?
I heard you were talking about the a couple days ago about the Black and Brown coalition.
Yeah.
I feel like it benefits both parties, to be honest.
How so?
Because we're both like struggle together, I guess.
When did we struggle together?
During the slave trade.
And what slave trade did we struggle together in? Because it was black people in the slave trade.
Aren't Hispanics black?
No, no. Y'all make sure to let folks know you're not black. Y'all hide that black abuela, and then you come over here and classify yourself as white. In Puerto Rico, I like 70 or 80% of the people classify themselves as white. And LULAC, which is one of the biggest Latin American civil rights organizations, they brag on their website that they got the census to change their classification to white in the 1930s. They pride themselves on being classified as white. So where's this equal struggle that we had?
I said during the 80s and 90s, during the Rodney King riots, there was a lot of Hispanics with the blacks during the
No,
protests that were going
there
on.
were a lot of Hispanics out there getting stuff because of the riots. They were out there, they saw that we were out there turning up, and they were like, hey, I can get some free furniture. So that's what we saw. But before then, we had to stand on business on our own. While we were out there putting in some work, y'all were out there getting some VCRs and TVs. So I don't know. And
Come on, Tariq, that's a lie, you know.
shit. Y'all were kind of getting your comeuppance off of while the people were distracted of us fighting them. You're like, hey, get that sofa, Hector. You know, so it was that kind of vibe.
So how do we build bridges again, I guess?
What you need to do is, since you're in LA, let's start with LA. Talk to them city council members in those political arena who was sitting up talking greasy about Black LA and talking about diverting resources from us.
Oh yeah, that was Kevin De Leon. He got voted out. I don't know if you know that. He got voted
Wasn't
out.
just him. It was a bunch of people in the room with him. It wasn't just him in that room by himself. All right. There was other people in that room agreeing. And we see that a lot of the resources that's supposed to go to so-called minorities, we don't get it. We got the Hidden History Museum down in LA. We don't get a dime from the federal or state budget at all. Those minority funds go to all of these other groups, and they sit up here and make sure we don't get nothing. So yeah, we can build a bridge by y'all diverting some of them resources over here. That's how we can.
A lot of Hispanics patronize black businesses. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they do. Some of them go to Roscoe's. They do. They go to the rap concerts. That's cool. But I'm talking about some of those federal funds that's earmarked for community programs like what we have going on and others. That's how we can build that gap. Let's get some of those resources over here to the black side of the board. Yeah.
I think you got to talk to Gavin Newsom. We can't do nothing about
Oh
that.
shit. Yeah, them city council members and all of the people in the political arenas, a lot of them are Hispanic, and they be sitting up here co-signing the diversion of resources towards them. And also a lot of them, Hispanics, were against the reparations. We're talking about reparations. It was some of your fellow Hispanics who were against, who were openly talking against that, even on the street level. when you talk about prisons and all of that, some of the Hispanic gangs, they're clicked in with the damn Aryan Nation and those guys. So come on now, we got to be real here.
That's not true.
Oh, really?
The Mexicans in a jail are with the blacks against uh, I guess the white prisoners.
Sir, sir,
Huh?
you lying or you don't know what you're talking about, sir.
No, I know this. I know
No, you
this.
don't. You don't know this, sir. If you say that, you don't know what you're talking about, sir. The Hispanic gangs in Los Angeles, they're not with the blacks out here. In the jails, they're not.
I'm talking about in the streets, not
Uh,
in the jail.
Even on the streets, they're cordial, but they ain't really running together like that. And they ain't warring. There's no black and Mexican war on the streets, but they ain't really kicking it like that, like that. Now,
In Los Angeles, come on, Tariq. Come on, in Los Angeles.
yeah, in Los Angeles, it's not really like that in large numbers like that. We're cool. I mean, some of my best friends were Hispanic, me personally, but that's not normal. And dudes out here, get sexual access to, shit like that.
Yeah, Latinos are the best ones out here. What you mean?
Oh, the best as opposed to who?
You know.
You think they're better than these fine FBA women in LA? Mm,
Shit, Ruby Rose is fine.
ain't she like Ethiopian or something?
Nah, she's FBA.
No, I think Ruby Rose is. I want to say she's Eritrean and East African or something. Yeah, we got some fine FBA sisters out here in LA now. And
Really?
not the Latinas, but come on, these FBA women are killing the game out here in LA. We got some baddies out here. Huh?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
Yes, indeed. And you're Puerto Rican. How'd you get out to LA? What you doing in LA?
Oh, I was born here.
How'd your parents get out to LA from Puerto Rico? Usually they go to New York.
I don't know. They just moved out here. So, Puerto Rico's a territory,
I know. Oh yeah, I know. Um,
so they just moved out here.
there it is. All right. Well, let
Yeah.
me get my brother C Killer in here real quick while I got you on. C Killer, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Tariq?
What's up, C Killer? How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, man. Just listening to these damn lies, man. Los Angeles, Latinos and Blacks, we don't run together, man. That shit is not true. And we ain't really got many Puerto Ricans out here. This dude might be Mexican and just lying saying he Puerto Rican, but
Right.
you
No, I
know,
am Puerto Rican though.
well, it is what it is, bro. But where'd you get the impression that Blacks and Latinos run together in prison
Right.
and things
Where
like that out here in Los Angeles?
where'd you get that bullshit from?
No, I said the streets, not the prison. I got confused for a second.
So in the streets, I mean, like, where do you see that? That's not.
Um, in the Kendrick Lamar's new album, he had Lefty Gunplay and he had Peso.
Yeah. So, do you
Um,
think Lefty Gunplay is actually Kendrick Lamar's friend, or is that just a business play?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, because they're not friends. I mean, it's just that's just music, bro.
And have you heard
And
the stuff Lefty Gunplay has said about black people?
Yeah, he was in an interview and he said he don't want his daughter to date black people or something like
Right.
that.
So that a coalition that we need to be a part of?
Well, he's half white, so
Yeah.
nah, 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 nah. That's all Latinos in Los Angeles, though.
Mm-hmm.
That sentiment comes from La Raza. That's y'all thing, man. And y'all do in jails because you started off by saying in prison, and now you're changing to the streets. But
Right.
in prison, Latinos say La Raza is aligned with the Aryan Nation at all times against blacks.
Mm-hmm.
no, the La
At all
Raza thing,
times.
that's a Mexican term. That's
No,
not
what I'm
a Puerto
telling you,
Rican term.
What I'm telling you, the truth is, all Latinos in Los Angeles County Jail and also in any California correctional penitentiary are all against black people. That's what I'm telling you. Like they all go with white people because they consider themselves white.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess Latinos are like half Spanish, so
Half, majority Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Majority Spanish. But yeah, I don't know where these lies are coming from, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What part of LA are you in, by the way?
Marina Del Rey.
Yeah, so you don't have many foundational black Americans around you.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, no.
There it is. My man. Thank you,
Yeah.
C Killer, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. All right, Giovanni, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
All right, all right.
Oh yeah, see, we got to straighten these lies out. Don't let you're not about to lie about the politics of the streets in L.A. That's what you ain't gonna do, dude. They're trying to change it up, dude. You're not gonna, mm-mm. No, boy. Do you know who you're talking to, dude? I've been running these L.A. streets for over 40 damn years. Do you understand? I know all the nooks and crannies and the politics of it. Dude, I done been up in the jails, dude. I done seen this shit. I ain't telling you what I heard. I done been up in the jails, dude. Them jails are segregated. The essays on one side, the blacks on the other. This was in the 80s and 90s. I ain't been in there for a minute, but I'm talking about in the 80s and 90s, you go in them dorms, everybody had to group off on race. You go in the damn dorm and it's sectioned off by race. The essays go on one side, the blacks go on another side. Yeah. But I digress. Uptown, hop on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say this last gentleman, I thought he was being disingenuous about his ancestry because if you look at his phenotype looked like a person that's of, like Central American, maybe Mexican descent. And also, I would like to answer to the earlier prompt about Chloe Bailey and
Are
Burner
you the
Boy.
damn Puerto Rican Dominican dude who always calls up?
Nah, FBA, all my family's from South Carolina.
Nigga, no, this is the goddamn deceptive because that's not a South Carolina accent.
No, 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 no. I'm from New York. My family's from New York, but South Carolina, via South Carolina.
What part?
Darlington and Somerton. Darlington is not too far from Florence, South Carolina.
Well, what's the
Famous
what's the food down there they got?
soul food, regular soul food.
What kind?
Collard greens, neck bones, shit,
What?
everything. Ham
No,
hock.
no, they got distinct dishes down there in that area.
Like the mustard based macaroni and cheese. We have mustard based barbecue. I'm not at work right now, but I don't really want to go in. I'm not that. I guarantee you, I'm not that.
All right, so go ahead about the Chloe Bailey thing. Go ahead, Chloe Bailey. Go ahead.
Yeah, a while back, Chloe Bailey, she debuted a song, an Afrobeat sounding song on her Instagram page because her label was stopping her from releasing music. And I just think that this Burner Boy play has something to do with that, like as if she's going to put him on a remix or something like that. So yeah, that's all I want to say about
There you
that. I think it's a publicity.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There it is, my man. Thank you so much, brother. He's good, but he sounds like that other dude who calls up because the other dude calls up from New York all the time under different accounts. So yeah, this guy's actually good. He actually checks out, but he kind of low key sounds like that other dude. That other dude, y'all know who I'm talking about. This guy who calls up and pretends to be FBA all the time, but he's like Dominican. Okay, let's get MJ the Great in the building. MJ the Great. MJ in the building. Shout out to everybody in here. We in here deep. MJ, what's up, brother? MJ, go ahead and unmute that mic, brother. MJ, come on, brother. You slowing everything down, brother. You're slowing everything down. All right. While we're waiting on MJ, let's get Chopstick in here. Let's get Chopsticks in here. All right. Chopsticks, hop on in, homie.
What's going on?
What?
Tariq, my nigga, the Sambo killer.
Yes, indeed. What's going on with your playboy?
Shit, not much, not much. Man, you be tired. I gotta tap in. Like, good thing I ain't gotta work tomorrow. Nah, shit, I do. Damn, I ain't had to work today.
What city you in?
So I'm in San Antonio right now.
Oh, cool.
But I had something I had to say last time, but I got my shit started. Or you either landed my plane, whichever, or I got a parachute though. I'm spinning back. So here it go. The thing about LA. What's going on in LA? Because from outside looking in, look like a bunch of soft shit. Because you have said this before. I'm not sure if it's the coochie, if niggas is getting under some Latina coochie and can't stand on their feet when it comes to the essays down there. But something got to be said and something got to be done. Ain't no way a nigga make a song called Whacked Out Murals after the Mexicans whacked out yo mural. You putting Mexicans on the song.
Mm,
That is insane to me.
mm,
Come on, my nigga. I'm tired of harboring niggas too. Cause I ain't want to say nothing. And then with the essays coming up here with all the bullshit, I ain't want to air no laundry. But come on, my nigga. I'm tired of. I'm not doing this no more.
mm,
Cause it's counterproductive. He ain't helped no niggas. The Tams Burgers. I thought that sounded like a nigga name. I'm from Texas.
yeah.
Sound like a nigga name. Man, that's a whole Mexican spot.
Mm,
The other place that got blown up was like a Chinese or a Mexican spot. Where's the nigga love, man?
yeah.
Because all it seems is some gangbangers coming around.
Yes, it's heavy. It's heavy out here, man. Yeah, LA is the politics. And a lot of people in the music industry, they kind of have to pander. I think they feel like they have to pander to the Hispanic crowd because that's a big audience for them when they go to concerts and out here on the West, the people who's buying the records are Hispanic. And the program directors at all the radio stations out here, they're Hispanic. Yeah. So they feel like they got to do a lot of catering and pandering. So that's what a lot of that is about. All right, let's see. Who is this? We got a lot of people. Let's get Frank Talk in here. Let's get Frank, and then we'll get Rockavelli. Let's get Frank, and then we'll get Rock. Frank, what's up, Frank? Frank, Mr. Frank.
Talking about me?
Okay, well, this we got. What? Hold on. Well, we'll get Rockavelli. We had Frank, but we'll get Rock. Rock, what's up?
So this dude got me thinking, this last caller. Now that I'm thinking, has it been confirmed that Kendrick is FBA?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think his family's FBA. I think.
Because I thought the reason I bring it up was I was coming up here to defend him until I heard that. Because I thought I see 50 Cent going against this guy, and I thought 50 Cent was Jamaican.
No, 50's not Jamaican.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, 50's not. He cleared that up. Yeah, for some reason people were saying that so he did clear that up. Now, Rocky, now aren't you Jamaican?
yeah.
Have you called up here before?
A long time ago, I called up about that bitch ass nigga Myron.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Myron is still very salty. But yeah, there it is.
He's African.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much. But yeah, Kendrick, from what we understand, he's full FBA. Frank, you ready, brother?
Hey, Tariq, how's it?
Hey, Frank, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Now, where you from?
Look, I'm from South
There you
Africa.
go. So what's on your mind, Frank?
Yeah, no, I just here to shout out at you and your struggles and whatever you stand for. I support you always. I know a lot of South Africans do so.
Yes, sir. I love my brothers out there. My brothers and sisters out there love him. Julius Malema, love him. Love what he's doing. Did you go to the Chris Brown concert out there?
No, 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 no. I was busy with work,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was rocking. It wasn't far away from where I was, about 20 kilometers away. But yeah, but I saw it was cool.
Oh yeah.
It was enjoyable.
Oh yeah. He turned it out there, man. Shout out to you guys out there. Much respect to you guys. Let me get some more calls in here because we are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We are in here deep and heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Have y'all been seeing some of the footage about that girl, the white girl who shot up that school the other day? Have y'all been seeing the footage and the stories about her? They've been splaining all week. For those who don't know, and I talked about this the other day, a white girl who's 15 years old. What was her name? Samantha, something, whatever her name is. Roop now. So she shot up a school, killed a couple of people, and wounded a whole bunch of other people. And oh man, every article is, oh, she was troubled. She was troubled at home, and they're showing her holding puppies and shit. They when they're white, boy, they go out of their way to humanize them. Oh my freaking goodness, they go out of their way to humanize these people. They really go out of their way. Hold on, let me get this one sister again. I'm gonna get back on that in a second, but I want to get the East African sister. She wanted to get back up. And y'all remind me I was talking about old girl. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Cultivating.
Yes. So I had a question for
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Is it possible for you to like I don't want to be advertised. I'm getting like a lot of followers and I don't want to be followed. I think it's because my stuff is up there.
Oh,
Could you be kind enough to remove it,
yeah. Let
please?
me see how I remove this stuff. Hold on one second. Let me do that now. How do I do that? How do I do this stuff?
Thanks.
Okay, yeah, I don't want people harassing you. How do I do this shit?
Thank you. Um, I think, how do you do it? I think you just go up, push it, and then just trash it.
Okay, it ain't doing nothing. Okay, how do I do this shit? Okay, wait. Okay, shit. I'm trying. Hold on. It ain't okay. Let me try to take it down. Okay. How do I do this stuff? It's not working for some reason. Okay, I'm trying to get her stuff down. Okay, this shit ain't working. Okay. All right. Word. Da-da. Okay, I gotta figure this out in a minute. But yeah, it's not hold on. It's not coming down. Okay, this shit is stuck up here. Nikki, how'd I get this stuff off here? I'm trying to get this stuff. T.S. Giselle and put this bullshit up here. Okay. Yeah,
Tariq,
I'm,
you
I'm
know
pressing
damn
the
well
damn
you
stuff and
know
it
how to
ain't
take
coming
this. It's
down.
not working. Well, just leave it up there
Okay.
then.
Nikki, what's
Just
up,
leave it.
beloved?
No,
Oh,
I
I
was
see.
gonna
Okay,
try
I
to.
see what I'm doing.
Okay,
Okay,
you
there
got
we
it.
go. I
Okay.
got it. I got it now. I got it now. I see. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it now.
Okay. I was just trying to
Yeah,
help you.
I got it. It's good. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, for some reason, yeah, my browser was funny style or whatever. But anyway, I was talking about old girl, the girl who shot up the spot and how they keep trying to humanize her. They keep trying to humanize this girl. And they will not talk about the anti-black rhetoric in her damn manifesto. Nobody's talking about that. They'll talk about feminism, they'll talk about all this other stuff, but they never talk about the anti-black rhetoric coming from these people. And do y'all notice whenever these folks go shoot up a school or do some kind of mass massacre, it always diverts back to black people for some reason. These people have all types of gripes and grievances with society. And then black people, we end up catching some damn strays from these people's ideologies. And the interesting thing is, these people live places where we're not even there. We're not even around these people. We're not even in their schools. We're not in their neighborhoods. But these idiots who go do these mass massacres, they always circle back to us for some reason. There's always that thread of anti-black racism there. You understand? And a lot of that has to do with a few things. We got to understand, look at it from a criminological standpoint. Um, a lot of these people are losers, and black people have been held up as the perpetual scapegoats. That's why they have to have anti-black racism, so that these loser white supremacists can have somebody to kind of get their frustrations out on. Because the people who run the dominant society, some of the people who shape and manipulate society, they understand that there's a bunch of white supremacist losers out here, and if they want to keep themselves safe, they pin up black people and cultivate the culture of anti-black racism so that all the grievances will be scapegoated onto us no matter what. You understand? And the thing is, black people, and I'm talking about foundational black Americans, because we're always fighting against systematic white supremacy and the benefits they receive based on race. They always look at us as a perpetual threat because we're the only people, particularly foundational black Americans, who are a challenge to their status of unearned benefits based on race. They know that the white Hispanics like Giovanni who called up, they're not going to be a threat to white supremacy. They understand the Asians over here, they're really not going to be a threat to white supremacy. The East Indians and the Kamalas, they're definitely not going to be a threat. Even the African and Caribbean immigrants, for the most part, are not a threat. They know that they're going to play ball. The only threat to their status as a privileged class are foundational Black Americans. So that is always in the back of their mind. So that fear is always there. And also, what they do, they like to project their personal failures. Because many of these people, I want y'all to understand some Black people. This country is full of white supremacist losers. I really want y'all to understand that. And I learned this early on going to school with some of these people down in Alabama. Many Black people who are not around these white supremacists, you look at the media, so you project greatness onto them. A lot of tethers do too, because they ain't around them. So tethers, oh, the white man is great. The white man built everything over here, nigga. So they believe that white people just magically made all this stuff possible. We know better as foundational Black Americans who are seeped into the consciousness of our history and our greatness. We know what it is, but a lot of the country is full of these loser white supremacists who got deep rooted feelings of inadequacy and failure. And again, they have to use us as a scapegoat. What makes them get up in the morning is for them to say, hell, at least I'm not a Negro. I know the Negroes are getting treated worse. At least if I go out here and do a crime, I'm going to be protected. They understand the privileges they have. So that's the only thing that really gets these people out of bed. And deep down, they know that it is a facade. They understand how weak that reinforces their inadequacies, them having to depend on a welfare system of white supremacy. White supremacy is the welfare system. Yeah. And another thing with white supremacists, they have a legacy of racialized violence as a solution. So they throughout history, they've been socialized to see violence against Black people as a legitimate means of maintaining control and dominance. And when there are no Black people around, they still have to release that violence on somebody. It's built up. They build up this violent disposition, and you done ran all the Black folks off already, but you still got all this hatred that you got built up. Ain't no Black folks around, so look, damn it, let me just go shoot some other white people. And then write in my manifesto how I just hate Negroes. Yeah. So that's part of their legacy. But the thing is, ain't no Black folks to get at in their area. Yeah. And also, excuse me, when they start to see the visibility of Black achievements, when you're looking at sports and entertainment, that when you see Black people dominating, that challenges their notion of white supremacy. When you see so many dominant Black people in the media. So the white media also tries to counter this by putting a bunch of degenerate Black people in the media. So there's this jealousy hate thing going on with these white supremacists. When they look at the sexy reds and all of the degeneracy that's promoted by the white supremacists on one side, they're like, well, damn it. Oh God, these people are horrible. Oh, they're the worst. They're awful. They're awful. And then when you see the greatness of the LeBron Jameses and the Beyoncés and um, um, our MMA fighters, and you see that greatness, and then you feel inadequate. So you're just torn inside. You're torn inside. So these people take out that frustration on anybody they can take it out on. And also another thing, the great replacement theory, where they know that their numbers are dwindling. They know that, they're not replenishing their numbers the way they need to replenish the numbers. And they see that our numbers are pretty stable. So they're like, well, let me just go ahead and crash out on my own terms before I get wiped out by the Black genes. You understand? I want y'all to understand how these people be thinking, man. While we always fronting and we're always in their mind when some mass shooting pop off, they're always writing about us. And another thing, the main thing, what they do is sit up in these damn echo chambers, because these white supremacist suspects who are losers, they're not very social, because that's another thing. They talk about how they were picked on and how nobody liked them. So what they do, they go gravitate towards these white supremacist echo chambers online with other losers like 4chan and all of these places where these goofy low life, nerdy trolls who can't get no woman. They're incels, they're stuck in the house, and all they do is sit around yelling the N-word all damn day. You understand? That's all they do on these social media, or not even social media, but on these message boards, sitting around whining about black people all damn day. They got something online now on Twitter now. The Nick Fuenteses and all of these white supremacists, they're whining about black men going over to Poland because somebody talked about how the white women in Poland are infatuated with black men. So now the white supremacists online are just real pissed off at that. Now they've been whining about that for the last couple of days. So these loser white supremacists, they sit in echo chambers every day, all day, whining about us all the time. That's what Dr. Francis Cress Welsing talked about. Everything goes back to genetic annihilation. That's what racism is based on, the fear of genetic annihilation. And just our presence intimidates these people and messes with them psychologically, especially with foundational Black Americans, because we still have a confident presence. We haven't been spiritually broken by these people. And the fact that we have not been spiritually broken and that Majara energy has kept us codified and kept us strong spiritually, that bothers them because we've never stopped fighting.
From New York Times best-selling author Tariq Nasheed comes Foundational Black American Race Baiter, the groundbreaking book shaking up the conversation on race in America. As one of the most influential voices for Black Americans today, Nasheed exposes the tactics used to manipulate, subjugate, and control Black communities. In this powerful read, Tariq Nasheed equips you with the knowledge to resist injustice and reclaim your narrative. Don't miss out on the book that's redefining the game. Foundational Black American Race Baiter, available now at officialfba.com. Get your copy today.